Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Brandon Katz, aka BK the Shark. Some of you may know me as a Battlefield 1 streamer for Twitch. If you guys would like to see my stream, the link to my stream is below in the description. I am the former #1 assault player on PS4, currently number 3. Now this video is dedicated to my in-game settings. I get a lot of questions about the settings that I use, and I'm just going to show you guys and discuss the exact settings that I use while I play Battlefield 1. Now what you want to do is go into options, and let's talk about control settings first. The first thing that I'd like to discuss is the soldier stick sensitivity. This means how fast or slow your character moves from left to right using the sticks and the joysticks. I keep mine at 75. Because I like to run and gun and I'm more aggressive, I like my character to be kind of loose and be able to turn on a dime. Now, for those of you who like to play a little bit slower, I would suggest having that a little bit lower. Obviously, the higher you go, the faster you will turn, and the lower you go, the slower you will turn. Now, to the soldier stick sensitivity for vehicles, I don't touch, that's default. Now, the zoom sensitivity controls how fast or slow your character moves while aiming down sights, ADSing. Now, I keep mine at 70. You guys can adjust it the way you want. Obviously, the higher you go, the looser your character will turn while he's aiming down sights, and the lower you go, the more stiff he will be and the slower he will move while aiming down sights. Now, I keep mine at 70, and there's going to be another settings that we go over that kind of stops this setting from really doing anything at all. I will get into that in a couple of minutes. Now, I don't really touch anything else other than these two things in the basic controls. Obviously, I like to keep the vibration on. Control schemes I don't touch. Advanced. The only thing that I can do in advanced control settings is center dead zone. I'm not sure what the default is. I think it's a little bit higher than 5%. But as you see on the right side, set how much the stick needs to be pushed to be activated. A low value means that a smaller push is needed. So the lower you have it, the quicker your character will react when you hit your joysticks. I like to keep mine at the lowest point because I want my guy to react very fast. Remember, as an aggressive player in Battlefield, you want this very low. Now, let's go to gameplay. For basic gameplay options, the things that I actually use here that are kind of important is information. I like having my crosshair colors customized to a different color. You can do whatever you want. I mean, if you press on X, you could change the color like this however you want. Oh, whoops, that I did not want to do. I like to go back to green. Now, the kill log is something that I like to have on. Okay, I want to see how many people are dying on the top right side. I'm pretty sure by default it's hidden, so the more information you have, the better. That's why I keep the kill log on. Now, if you go down to hit indicators, like I said, I'm not sure what the default is. I'm pretty sure it's pretty plain. I would advise to change these colors. Okay, so when you hit somebody or when I shoot someone, it's green. When I get a headshot, it's a yellow. When I kill, it's a red. I personally like to have these customized because, like I said, the more information you have, the better of a player you're going to be. So while I'm shooting someone, I really like to know if it's a headshot, body shot, or a kill, and in my opinion, this does help me a lot. Now, minimap texture opacity, I'm pretty sure this is whether the minimap is more translucent or not. I'm not exactly sure, I don't remember. I put mine to 50. Now, minimap size, let's go there. I would increase my minimap size. Remember, this is all about information. The larger your minimap size is, the more information you're going to be able to see along the map. So I don't remember what the default is, but 125 is definitely larger than what the default minimap size is. And I'm pretty sure I don't mess with anything else in this settings. Now, in advanced settings, the only thing I mess with is aim assist. A lot of people talk about aim assist, and please note that if you're on console, aim assist is on by default. Now, when we talk about aim assist on console, it's the auto rotation. I take mine off. I put it to no, and there's a couple of reasons I do this. Number one, when you're aiming at a target or a person and someone runs in front of that person, your gun will follow the person that's moving. I don't like that, so I take that off. and it won't pull to that person. As well, if you ever want to play competitive Battlefield in any one of the leagues, a lot of these leagues have aim assist off. As well, it's a good thing to pat yourself on the back and feel proud about your kills running around without aim assist. If you guys just play public matches, you do no competitive and no streaming, I would suggest just keeping it on, because 90% of the players playing this game on console have their aim assist on. Alright, so if you want aim assist off, it's in gameplay advanced and it's auto rotation no. Everyone keeps this on. Don't ask me why. I don't know. I don't really give a shit. Next, audio. I touch nothing in audio. Video settings. Now, these are very important settings. People might not understand some of these settings. A lot of people ask, why do I have no recoil? And I'm going to get into that in a minute. Now, brightness is very important. There are some night maps in Battlefield 1, and if the map is too dark, simply adjust your brightness and turn it up. If a map is too bright, adjust your brightness and turn it down. For me, I'm always adjusting my brightness depending on the map or game mode that I'm playing, or even the side that I'm on. Sometimes you're on a side in a map where the sun is glaring into your face, you could turn down the brightness. But this is something I think is very important to adjust per game and mode that you play. Field of view. Now, a lot of people come in and ask, how do I run so fast? This is the setting that everybody is talking about, field of view. It basically narrows in your view and makes things pop up a little bit more. And as you see on the right side, set the vertical field of view in degrees. Changing the field of view may impact your performance. Honestly, this is the thing. I like to keep it as high as possible, and I'll explain to you why. There's a combination that people use. They keep the field of view all the way up, and what they do is they turn on ADS field of view. Apply the player's selected field of view scale when aiming down iron sights as well. Changing the field of view may impact your performance. Now, the best way for me to explain this is when you have ADS field of view on, and remember, by default it is off. So when you turn on the ADS field of view, when you're aiming down sights, it makes your character very, very stiff. I like it. I was told by a bunch of people to turn this on. I'm not sure why I didn't listen for a while. Then someone else told me to turn it on, and when I turned it on, it really improved my gameplay, and it really makes your character stiff. Now, you want to use this combination, field of view to 100%, and you want to put ADS field of view on. As well, for all of your gun magnifications, you want to put your magnifications to 1 as well. I'm not sure the reason behind this combo, but that's what you do. You keep field of view all the way up, ADS field of view on, and make sure you go into your guns and put your magnification to 1. This really helps keep your character still when you are shooting. Now, this goes back to the other setting, which is the soldier stick zoom sensitivity. You don't really have to mess with the zoom sensitivity so much if you have the ADS field of view on. In my opinion, if you took your zoom sensitivity and put it to 0, it'd be like having the ADS field of view on. So for those of you, just keep your zoom sensitivity to, between 40 and 70. You won't have any issues as long as you have your ADS field of view on, your field of view to max. Okay, this is very important. And then once again, you go back to your gun and you put all magnifications to 1. These settings are my personal settings. Sometimes I do adjust them, but this is what made me a better player. All these settings. If you guys have any questions whatsoever, you are more than welcome to come into my stream. The link to my stream is below in the description. I hope this improves your gameplay, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. If you do, please share it, like it, subscribe. Have a good day. Thank you very much.